don't know why, but all my friendships start off with me not liking the person. And I don't know why. Am I just bad at making friends? And I think that's it, you know? I think I'm just bad at making friends. So, if I don't like you, maybe we'll be best friends in the future. 15 years down the line. So if you knew me personally in high school, you would know that I was extremely introverted. I stayed home on the weekends, watched anime, drew comics, made AMVs on this current YouTube channel, by the way. Seriously, a lot of them are still on here. You can check them out if you want. It's an ancient cringe fest. But one day a friend from school calls me up on a random Saturday in our junior year. Who is this? It's Mishi. You should come over to my house. Now I say friend in air quotes because I felt like I didn't really know Mishi that well back then. Matter of fact, when I first met her, I didn't like her at all. My BFF Danny had introduced her and her BFF Ryan to me one day between classes. And let me tell you, they were goddamn weeaboos. I was like, Danny, why'd you bring these weirdos into our group? They're nerds. I don't know why I thought that because, I mean, we were weebs too. So honestly, I had only talked to her about a couple of times in that short amount of time that I had known her. But since she was a super dork, I thought she might have some cool manga or anime at her house. So I said, all right. So my mom drops me off at her place, and I was right! Her room was totally geeked out. Wall scrolls, figurines, plushies, mangas, box sets, video games. All the stuff my mom would never buy me.
I was mostly impressed that she still had her GameCube. I don't know what it is about that thing, but I can be 70 years old, and if I see that thing in your house, I'll think you're the coolest person ever. I don't know why, I really like the GameCube. She then showed me her kingdom in Fable, which she thought was thriving. In reality, looks something more out of Bloodborne these days. Then we took turns drawing each other's sketchbooks. And I swear to this day, I can still flip through one of my old sketchbooks and find one of her random doodles amongst the wreckage.
So while we're sitting there reading old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, Mishi suddenly goes, hey, we should go walk to the school. Now, our high school was just down the street from where she lived, close enough where she would usually walk if she had missed the bus in the morning. It was a nice day out towards the end of August, so I was like, alright, let's do it. On the way, she told me about this manga she was reading about an autistic boy. I told her about this one I was reading about high school delinquents, and neither one of them interested either of us. We also said that we need to start planning ahead for Anime Week in Atlanta. Her group had met up with my group last year, and it was kind of fun. I didn't know what we were planning to do once we got up to the school. We just kind of moseyed around, picking up rocks, slapping the dome lights. The front doors were, of course, locked, so I sat up on the windowsill and joked about saying, hey, wouldn't it be funny if this window was open? What the crap? That window was open. And we're like, oh, heck yeah, and climbed right in. It was kind of weird seeing the Great Hall so completely empty. First we ran to the cafeteria to see if we could steal any food, but lo, the doors of the cafeteria were locked. The library was locked too, so we couldn't mess around in there, though it didn't stop us from trying. Then I suggested we go get something from the snack machine down the hallway, but we didn't have any money, man. I don't know why breaking and entering immediately registered in my mind that we would get some free food out of it. Well, we finally got bored of wandering around the ghost town, so we climbed back out the window and played around outside. Mishi had found this metal bar with a slab of concrete stuck to the end of it behind a building. We both dragged that slab around the concrete and etched LB, which stood for Lesbo Banditos, which was our criminal names, I guess, since Mishi had this pride bandana sticking out of her pocket. And that LB was there for a couple years too, until it was eventually repaved after we graduated. The sun was setting and we were really hungry at that point, so I thought it was high time we head home. On the way, we saw a dead woodpecker on the sidewalk, and I took a picture of it. And I swear, that dead bird was a wallpaper on my Motorola for years. Before I went back home, she let me borrow these first 4 volumes of a manga that she hadn't even started yet. Now that is true weeb friendship. Anyway, me and Misha became good friends after that, and she eventually ended up moving away cross country a couple years ago, and I just wanted to say that I miss you, Mishi. I love you, and I hate you, and I miss you, and I'm gonna send you the crappiest memes I could find tonight. Don't forget the dead woodpecker. Bye.